Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. This week we're going to do something which is Seigneur nostalgia into my brain. I used to eat these when I was a kid in France. The little half-moon crepes that are like deep fried and crispy, filled with bechamel, ham and cheese. Man, me and my brother used to get them from the frozen aisle and just absolutely inhale them. And then I'm gonna make something else which I saw on the internet, which I thought was kind of fun. Now if you do like it here, thanks. If you don't, I'm sorry. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and do all that jazz. So basically what we're gonna do, I've talked about it before, but we're gonna do a bechamel. We're gonna make it pretty non-classic because I can't be asked to infuse all the things that you're meant to put in there. Just gonna make like a nice cheesy sauce. Then we're gonna make the crepe, and then you put it like that, you put ham and a cheese in the middle, you fold it over, and then you pane it, so flour, egg, breadcrumbs, and then you cook it. Now this is gonna be like a bougie version of the one that I saw in the frozen aisle and I used to enjoy. And then the other thing we're gonna do, croque monsieur. I could not be bothered to write it because I can't write it. We're gonna do a croque monsieur with the leftover bechamel. But I saw, I think it was on the Devonshire, I think they do it, but they do an inside out croque monsieur. So instead of like doing stacks and stacks, you just fill the middle. We're gonna try and be a bit playful with that and see what happens. So let's crack on. So I'm gonna make a classic pancake mix. I'm probably about 6 weeks too late for pancakes, but who cares? 100 plain flour. I'm gonna do 2 eggs, 200 mils of milk. I'm gonna give this a little pinch of salt. Even if you're doing sweet pancakes, give it a little bit of salt, because salt enhances flavour, so it gives you that little, that it all needs. Otherwise, sometimes you're just eating bland things, aren't you? Okay, pancake mix done. Bosh. Let's get some butter. If you don't know your mother sauces, go and have a look at my video I did on mother sauces. Mother. But basically, pretty much everything starts out with a thing called a roux, which is basically butter and flour, equal amounts. Melt your butter, flour, you put it in, and then it turns to like a wet sand consistency. Add a bit of milk, you get a bechamel. Add a bit of stock, you get a velouté. Add a bit of dark stock, you get an espagnole. You know, it's French, isn't it? So I'm gonna keep my bechamel quite classic. Normally, I put like little bits of garlic through it, but someone on the internet went, oh my God, you just don't know when to stop. I was like, mate, it's just some garlic and a bit of mustard. Some people, eh? Some people. Here we go. Right. Flour, just eyeball it. Normally it's like 50 Gs, and then you do about 500 mil. But I like to cook things by eye, so you get to understand. What if we didn't have scales in the world? You know, what if we didn't have a measuring jug? What are you gonna do? Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing, Barry. Grow up, love. Just look for wet sand. Lagom told me. Here we go. Look. Wet sand. See that? Camera 12? Cheers, Pete. Cook that out for a little bit. Should I get the induction hob up here? It's just the danger of the cable. Okay, I'm gonna nick the whisk. Oh, cross contamination. It's only had eggs in it, mate. Calm down. Right, do you need to warm up the milk? The only reason I would say you warm up the milk is so you can infuse it. So if you're gonna do things like onions and cloves and all that kind of stuff, then that's why you infuse it. But to be honest, if you're in a bit of a rush, no one gives a f. Looks like it will be lumpy. Don't panic, just keep mixing. The old wrist action will take out any said lumps. So I'm gonna make this one quite thick. If you make it too thin, then when you try and fill your pancake, it's just gonna fall apart, isn't it? Right, that'll thicken up just a touch. There we go, that'll do. This is something in cooking that I want you to take away from whenever I do things, all right? Taste this, okay? What you gotta think, butter, flour, milk. Taste it and go, ugh. I want you to go, ugh. Every time you cook, I want you to go, oh, what is that? And then what you'll do is you'll start to go, maybe it needs a bit of salt. Yes, it does. Where's my salt? This is kosher salt, so don't get upset if I pour loads in. Top lesson in cooking, you can always add that you can't take away. Correct. Have another taste. Feel it come alive. Just a little bit of life, a little bit more. Because if you register the change of things happening, then that is when cooking becomes amazing, because you can then go, hang on a minute, I tried that sauce last week and it was really bland. What did I do? I did this. Carry it forward, push it around. All these other little sauces and nuances in cooking, that's what it's all about. All right. Gonna go with a little oupon de poupon, just a little tiny touch, just so we don't upset people who are scared of flavour. There we go, have another go. She's alive. Right, what have we got in here? So many cheeses. People get really offended by grated mozzarella. So I bought it, just to offend some people. Grated mozzarella's brilliant. Yeah, it's coated in some stuff, but it's coated in like anti-coagulation things to stop it from sticking together. But if it's gonna go for a sauce like this and you just want it for the stringiness, use it, mate. We can't all afford fior di latte and all this kind of stuff, so I'm just gonna stick 65 quid's worth of Parmesan in there. Parmigiano, it's one of those subtle ones. You can put it in and you can kind of go, wow, there's something there, but it's not overpowering. Oh, yummy. Or you can put too much in and it becomes a bit of a nightmare. But I'm not gonna put that in because I'm gonna use this. The slices in the middle. Okay, bechamel done. Okay, so when doing pancakes, try and use a non-stick pan because it just makes life so much easier. But I like to give it a little swabble of butter, turn it down on a lowish heat. What you don't want is the bubbles. So when you whisk it, if you've got loads of bubbles, it ends up being a bit of a nightmare. But pour some in, roll it round. So you need a little bit of heat just so it all starts to stick instead of falling around like this. Come on baby, light my fire. Right, so this bechamel, look how thick it is. It's thicker than normal. I'm just gonna take it off the heat and let that chill. Should we flip it? It's gonna be dangerous. Oh, go on, mate. Right, this one's a bit flabby, but it's all right. I'm gonna cook a few more and then we'll come back, because this is really boring to watch, isn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna do inside out croque monsieur first. So I'm just gonna go a little bit of moutarde, because it's got to have a bit of French kick. The old oupon de poupon. Then a big blob of your bechamel, then your ham. I'm gonna go with a bit of Gruyere, stick it on this one. And then I've got this, the old mozzarella slices. Because you've got to think of cheese with the properties. You want a little bit of stretch, a little bit of sexiness, a little bit of cheese pull. Oh, such a social media slut. Right, pop that on like that. Now, because I'm an absolute budget teener, I've got some of this. Perfect for cakes, because I cannot be bothered to wait for the butter to melt. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on, stick on the outside. Spreadable, isn't it? Easy. Right, I'm just gonna put it into sort of a warmish pan. It's not gonna be ripping, because I want it to kind of toast a little bit. Turn it up just until you can start to hear a little sizzle, because what we'll do is get a little bit of crisp. So with these pancakes, I think they're a little bit too big. So what I'm gonna do is gonna trim them down, because you kind of want them like mouth-sized pieces. You wanna be able to sort of like deal with them. So, eat that. Oh, yeah, good pancakes. This is where the thick bechamel comes in. Basically making like almost like a ravioli, I suppose. Is it ravioli? Tortelloni? Oni? Tony? And then we've got a classic pane station. So I've just put a little bit of milk in there because I haven't got any eggs left because I ate them all. But what you need to think when you're doing a pane station, flour, eggs, breadcrumb. If you've got something that's quite flavoursome, i.e. bechamel, ham, all this kind of jazz, you don't necessarily need to like be seasoning your flour, because what's it really going to bring? I don't think it brings a lot. So just relax, just enjoy your life and don't bother seasoning it. I need to have a pan ready. You absolute schoolgirl error, Mark. Right, warm pan ready, a little bit of lube, flip it into the breadcrumb. Oh yeah, this will hold. Right, pop it in. I might put a bit of egg wash around the side of this one. Oh, I didn't put any cheese in the middle. What a got so excited, didn't put any cheese on. Right, drink that. It's only egg and milk. So nothing needs to be cooked. It's literally just about controlling the heat, because all you want to do is just get a nice crisp on that. That is all you're doing. You're looking pretty sick. Quite proud. All right, my little furry pickles. Let's have a look. These things are looking the nuts, but I forgot to put the cheese on. So I'm going to put the cheese on top. I'm just going to do it on one, just because I feel sad. I feel sad I forgot, but it's okay. Look, one goes on there. We'll keep cooking. This is basically just a toast in it. Almost grabbed the handle there. Yeah, sexy. Look at that side, sexy. Let's let that cool down. Just a little teeny tiny yellow polka dot bikini, and then we'll chop into it. She's melting. Should we give a round of applause to Francis? Just basically for being a legend. You don't understand the amount of hassle that he has to deal with, because it's only me filming this, and sometimes I get it wrong and forget to press the button or forget to turn the microphone on, and he works his magic and he does his things. So big shout out to Francis. As I always say, don't forget to like and subscribe, make this channel absolutely pump so that we can keep Francis in employment. It's all right, I'm having fun, it's the main thing. I don't need any more trousers. By the way, shout out trousers, para. What are we saying? Love them. Anyway. Oh. Holy jacket potatoes. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see that? I'm gonna be so sick after eating all of these. I might have to buzz one of the neighbours. Right, let's go this one. You just know it's going to be good. Oh, she's dripping. She's dripping. Oh, it's going to be so hot. Oh, sweet Mother Mary. That's fit. What's this? It's going to taste exactly the same, isn't it? But just with a pancake. Oh, mate, this brings back so many memories. My brother's going to be so jealous if he watches this. Oh. I can't even taste it, it's so hot. Oh, that's burning. Oh, that is so good though. Well, look, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know what this video is about. I suppose just about enjoying food and having a wonderful time, just cooking the things that you love and thinking about nostalgic things, but also taking a little step back and going, why does it work? Because it's f***ing delicious. Right, I'm gonna eat all of this and have a wonderful time. Bye, guys.